Hi, One Stars and fellow YouTubians. Cynthia here. We're just waiting for Amy to join. We'll see how quickly that happens tonight. I know it sometimes takes a few minutes, so let's just wait and see what's going on. I hope everyone, at least in Edmonton, is enjoying this beautiful weather. I know I am. It's gorgeous out. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for joining. Just waiting for Amy to log in. Hopefully it pops up on her wall soon. I'll just message her. Hi, Brian. It's always so difficult. I have this issue every single time I do this from my phone. It's like I'm on here long before anyone else. Well, I guess that's not true. It's like I'm on here long before my guest. And I have to wait. I think the last one I did, I was talking for about 5 or 6 minutes before my guest logged on. So I'm still just waiting. Just like last time, I guess I'll talk about upcoming stuff and things that are going on in the Weekly Wand. So, let's see. I know this Thursday we have, what is this Thursday? Today's the 23rd, it's the 25th. So the only thing going on this Thursday is Quiet Thoughts with Lynn at 7 p.m., I believe. So that's every Thursday, 7 p.m. Quiet Thoughts with Lynn. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Tea with the Universe with myself and whatever guest I have. I see I have Amy. There we go. See how long it takes for it to actually connect now. What else? Yeah, Quiet Thoughts. I mentioned that. I'm not sure. I know Lynn and I are working on quite a few things right now. Definitely check out our new Facebook page for the Weekly Wand and our new, nothing else is ready yet. We're working on it, but it's coming. It'll get here soon.
Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, let's see if this works. No,
that works.
No. No, it's not. So I wasn't expecting to have to rotate my iPad.
Oh, that's interesting.
There. I think we're good. I'll just move my thing. Nope.
Half of your head is
I know I'm going to change that. Damn it! Okay, I think we're good.
That works.
Hi.
So thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. And we've got 6 viewers at the moment, so just let me introduce you. This is Amy from Starfly Promotions. So Amy, if you could please just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Hi. Well, my name is Amy, and I run a promotional company called Starfly Promotions. And as you can imagine, that's a little bit tough right now. But I'm also one of the administrators in the Alberta Witches Association. And you guys are familiar with the Alberta Witches Association, being members.
We are.
And so between the two, I'm quite busy. I am very thankful to see that things have started to pick up because we've been on lockdown for so long that I think it's a little difficult, right? Because we have a hard time, I think, being apart, and I don't think that humans are meant to be apart. So any way that we can bring our community together I believe is the best thing to do. And Starfly Promotions started out as representing live music in Calgary. And as I flourished on my path, I changed that outlook a bit. So now Starfly Promotions focuses on events for the pagan community. And any way I can help out and contribute and be a part of our community in Alberta, that's what I want to do. And that's what I believe in. And you know what? I don't think I'm really, I don't think I'm made to make money right now. So
Join the club.
yeah, so you know what, but I find every endeavor that I'm involved with, I find extremely rewarding. I'm just going to try to make this set better because my face feels abnormally large.
It doesn't look large.
So, you know, that's what we do. And my husband is very much involved with the decision making, and because he is a musician in the Calgary music scene, we truly believe that there's no better communities to come together than so that was kind of how I looked at it moving forward, and I just really want us to be able to connect. And I think that is the most important thing right now. So whether it's, like this, which again, I'm absolutely honored. I can't believe you picked me.
Oh, well, thank you for accepting my invite.
It's an honor. And like I said, anything that we can do to bring our community together, that's my goal. And that's what I see as important.
Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. So, what this is a little segment called Tea with the Universe, where I have, I guess, guests or people that I think have something to share with other people on, and we have organic conversation for about 25, 30 minutes. So, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or anything else, please just drop it in the comments.
Yeah, I can't see them, but I'd love to. Maybe if I tap my screen, hold on, I'm kind of, no. Oh, I can see them. Oh, yay. Oh, Donna is a friend of mine. Hi, Donna. Thank you.
Oh, I don't see Donna.
You don't see Donna?
I can only see people. No, only people that comment or people that are in my friends list.
So we're
Facebook
seeing each
has
other's.
this thing where.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, Facebook has this thing where they protect the viewers in case I want to stalk them or something.
Well, I'm sure Donna wouldn't mind if you stalked her. She's probably sitting at home going, no. Thank you for joining and seeing what this is all about, because Cynthia and her team endeavor the same things that Starfly Promotions and Alberta Witches Association do, and that is, really a good focus on the community and what's going on out there in our community. And I think it's important to bring Edmonton and Calgary together in these times and everywhere in between. I don't know how you feel about that, Cynthia, but I'm sure it's not off base.
It's not. I mean, I like anybody that is a decent person. I don't care where they live, where they're from. That doesn't concern me. If you're good to me, I'm good to you.
That's right. And I can attest to that. She's a lovely woman. I'm very, and I'm blessed because, a vital member of Cynthia's team is also a vital member of my team, and that's Lynn Stevens. And you know what? Aside from what she does from the teams, hi, Donna. Lynn is beautiful. Like, I don't know where I would be half the time without her, because I get these like energy, like I'm accosting you and I'm like, I gotta call Lynn because I don't have all those explanations for myself yet. I was born a witch and suppressed it for a very, very long time.
Many have. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining us. Many people have suppressed their true calling. Whether it be a witch, whether it be a warlock, whether it be a doctor, whether it be a nurse, whether it be anything that just wasn't acceptable to their friends, to their family. So many people have suppressed so much stuff, and it's so nice to see people finally being authentic and allowing their true self to flourish and shine. I love it. I love
And
it.
this is what I love about our audience, respectively. I think that we've really given people an opportunity to be open and honest about who they are. And for me, that was such a turning point. I'm a chronic pain sufferer, and I almost let that take over, right? And when you let that inner light go and shine, it really changes everything.
Do you find that now that you're being more authentic, that your pain is lessening?
Yes. Yes. There's
Awesome.
something to be said for mind-body connection that's extremely important that people don't realize. And you know what? My grandmother, who I've learned amazing things from, and I hope she watches this because I'm going to talk to her tomorrow and she'll be like, ah! But she always said, the most amazing things that resonated, and even though you ignored them, you couldn't ignore them. And I feel that she's been the biggest role model for me, because this woman is 78 years old with advanced MS, and she takes one pharmaceutical medication because there's nothing else that can replace it. That says something. The woman is in touch, in tune, and that's just something that I'm so grateful for, because I have that in my life to draw from. And yes, of course, I'm stubborn and I do my own thing. Never works. It really does. It would never.
Well, never's a strong
word. This is true, but there's a lesson. I'm sure
there are things,
right?
Yes.
So I took my lumps. I learned my lesson. And here we are. So yeah, I'm proud to say that I treat my chronic pain now with energy, meditation, talking to Lynn, and everybody else that I connect with, right? Like, because there's so many of you, and it's amazing. It's amazing how much my life has exploded in the last year of really making an effort to be connected. And my last 2 trips to the forest have been astronomical, probably not unlike your soul journey in small ways, because I know that you're doing that, and it is so amazing. And I think we have 1,000,001 things to learn from each other, and such a short time to do it, that these connections that we're making now, the things that are happening in the world now, and the way that our community has the opportunity to come together now, that's what I want. That's what I want to be a part of. And I truly believe that through all of that, you find the healing that you need.
Absolutely. And what's going on now is actually allowing that healing to go on, and allowing people to look within, and allowing people to actually go home, because some of them really have nowhere else to go but in. And it's allowing them to, you're given that choice, right? You can see the positive side of things, you can see the negative side of things, the light, the dark, and you're going to gravitate towards one or the
Yeah,
other. And no matter which one you choose, you're not wrong, because you're going to learn what you need to learn from that.
I completely agree.
So,
And
yeah.
you know, it's such a journey, and it's not without its ups and downs. Sorry about that. It's not without its
No,
ups
that's
and
okay.
downs, and I'm not saying that every day is perfect, because it's not. Um, like if we go back to the business side of things, so many of us have lost so much. And if we go back to, you know, the mental health aspect of things, so many of us, so many people have suffered so much from the goings on in the world. If we go back to what's happening in the US, if we go back to, you know, like, it's just, I truly believe, I'm really sorry. Oh, good, he stopped. I truly believe that this is a time for universal collectiveness. And I think it's just time. Mars and Jupiter woke me up at 3:30 in the morning, like I heard vibrations in my ears.
Ooh, I love that.
Well, this has only started happening to me. And I'm struggling. I'm struggling with that as someone who's still trying to learn and soak up. I struggle
It's
with
a
that.
beautiful journey.
I looked up at the sky on solstice. You know when you look up like this?
Yep.
And your neck strains and you're like, holy, my head is kind of ringing. And it was 1 a.m. and I was standing there with my son and my husband. And we could, all three of us, still see the light of the sun. And for us, that is Apollo shining his light on us and allowing us to live another day and live for another moment and live for another love. And to look from, you know, right to left and see that, and then the stars and a few satellites, which, you know, like, it's just, and to feel the actual curvature of the earth, and then your ears start to ring. That hasn't happened to me before, like it's happening to me now. And if,
Well, you know what? That's happening to a lot of people right now. They're becoming more in tune and more, I don't want to say susceptible, because susceptible always has that negative connotation, but more aligned, more open to receiving. And I know for myself, I've been doing this my entire life. However, you know, growing up, it was turned off. And then just recently, in the past 5 years, 4 years, it's been turned back on. And it's been turned on to the point of where, I don't know if you've ever looked at the write up for Tea with the Universe, but the very first sentence is, have you ever remembered something you didn't know you forgot? And that's because all of a sudden I started remembering things that I didn't know I had forgotten. So I know exactly where you're coming from with the ringing and with things making sense and things. It's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, absolutely amazing experience. Yeah, the veil is lifting and
absolutely,
people are becoming more open. And yes, Lynn is
she
absolutely
is
correct. There are 6 planets in retrograde right now, which
5,
is good. 5,
6.
6.
I thought it was
I
5.
think 6.
I don't know, but
I think it
they
is.
seriously out my bedroom window last night woke me up.
Well, and there's so much healing and so many new opportunities. And I mean, you know, it's always like this. And it's how you want to ride that roller coaster. Do you want to focus on the ups? Do you want to focus on the downs? Do you want to focus on it all together? It depends on what you are focusing on and what you are manifesting. That determines the ride you are on.
That's so
And I
true.
like, it is. And I mean, you're going to be faced with crap you have to deal with, and you can ignore it and it'll come back again and again and again. Or you can deal with it. You can cry, you can scream, you can throw a fit, you can swear, you can smash things, you can do whatever you want. but you're dealing with it. So now you're going to start going up that roller coaster again,
Right.
right? But
And
so
that ride, some days I just want to throw it in the trash.
But if you do, it just comes
It
back next
totally
time with a vengeance, and it's like, you didn't take me last time, we're going to do it this
And
time.
right in the face, right? So I
Yeah.
think that I would encourage anyone who's feeling like we are, or everyone that's feeling like we are, to really pay attention to those little things, because I would have never have noticed that last night. 2 years ago, I would have been like, meh, I'm going back to sleep, right? But I took that moment in my sleepiness, and because I'm older, so I have to get up to pee at 3:30. But seriously, it wasn't the pee that woke me up. It was this ringing in my ears. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I go pee and I come back and I look outside, and literally to the left was Mars shining as red as the sun, just tiny. And I look to the right and there's Jupiter, orange and bright and shining. And I was like, I can't explain this. And this has been going on for me for about a month.
Ooh, so brand new.
Yeah. And I'm really having to, my dog just walked in. I'm really having to take the time to slow it down. And that's what I struggle with. And so, would you have any advice for that? Because I know Lynn does,
I
and
might.
I work on with what Lynn gives me. I work with it quite a bit. So, or anyone, even, because I know we have a lot of young, I'm going to say young members, whether you're 65 or 25, it doesn't matter, but young members in their path that are experiencing the same things as I am, and maybe don't have the resources that I do. And anyone on the Weekly Wand who's looking, what would you say for them? I'm sorry, I'm interviewing you now.
That's okay.
It just feels right. You said to feel it, so I'm feeling it.
Yep, completely organic.
So what would you say? Because that can be a very overwhelming feeling, right? Like it is.
It can. And again, it boils down to, it's all in the title of this, Tea with the Universe. Sit down and have a conversation with the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Ask for things to be slowed down. If you want things to speed up, ask for them to speed up. Ask for more clarity. It's all in how you ask. A lot of times you'll get what you ask for, but you'll get exactly what you ask for. You have to be very, very, very aware of what you are saying. Like, you can ask for
Specifics.
a better job. So you might get the offer for a better job, but it could be in another city. It could be less pay. It's still a better job, but all those other aspects of it, you don't want.
Right.
So you need to specify what you want. And something I do, and something I suggest to almost everyone that I ever asks any kind of a question, I'll say, write a letter to the universe, put it under your pillow and sleep on it.
That makes sense.
And it'll be answered. It could take 1 hour, 1 week, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, but it will be answered. And I promise you, you will get an answer. However, make sure you write it exactly how you want to receive it. So if you want the universe to slow down on your lessons, don't just say, can you slow down? Because that could slow down on your income. That could slow down on your health. That you have to always be specific and positive. Because if you say, I don't want that, the universe hears, I want that.
Yeah.
So you always want to turn that positive or negative into a positive and ask for exactly what you want.
My grandmother had always says, always, what you think causes you to feel. And the way you feel causes you to react. So you need to connect your mind and body to the cosmos and the universal collective and the energy so that what you think becomes something
You
different.
manifest. Absolutely.
You know what?
And we're getting...
That's like the single most important lesson of my life. And as a kid, I went, and then you remember, and then you really think about it, right? I remember what I forgot. And I was a kid.
Yeah, how profound is that, right? It's so simple, but it's like we always remember things we didn't know we forgot, whether it's a childhood memory, whether we look at something one day and we don't know what 2 plus 2 is, and the next day we look at it from a different frame of mind and we're like, oh, it's 4. I knew that. Like, we're always remembering things that we have, for one reason or another, chosen to forget.
Isn't that it?
So,
right? And you know what? I talk to so many people, and it's my good friend Tracy's birthday today, as everybody knows. So I got to spend the day with her, and we did talk a lot about how that manifestation can change things so quickly. And it's just a simple thought. And I wish I was better at it, you know? I think,
but you're getting better at it every day, right? I mean, because even just listening to you talk, it sounds like you catch yourself when you're not saying what you want. So that is a step in the right direction. So, and another thing I say to people all the time, and I'm sure my, the viewers are like, we've heard this before. I'm like, focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. Look at what you've overcome to get to where you are. Don't look at the outcome, or don't look at the end, at the finish sign, because once you get there, it's not the finish sign anymore, because then you want to go further. Your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your aspirations change and grow. So everything changes. So as much as we say don't look behind you, when it comes to personal growth, definitely check out behind you. Look at how far you've come. Focus
give yourself
on that
some credit.
power, that growth. Give yourself credit. Be proud of who you are and where you've come from and where you're going.
Well, I've been through a lot of stuff in my time, a lot. And I can tell you that what the last year of my journey has given me, across the board, in every part of my life, be it my friendships, be it my relationship with my husband, my relationship with myself, my relationship with my children, and on and on and on. I would have to say that, once you decide that you will be grounded and protect yourself, all of those things seem to fall into place like they've already been given to you.
Well, and one step further is, once you become proactive instead of reactive, it's a game changer.
Absolutely.
So,
and I think that, and in the time that we're living in now, I think that's an important lesson, because I truly believe that we're just a different breed. We really are. And education needs to be given in so many different ways.
Oh, that's a whole topic for a whole other segment.
What time is it? I always do this to myself.
We have it's 7:29, so we do have to start wrapping it up. But I wanted you to share about what's going on tomorrow.
So tomorrow, Alberta Witches Association is having our first foraging event. So we team up with the wonderful Catherine Underwood from the Cottage Herbal. She is up just north of Spruce Grove, I think. Lynn has to tell me about it. Is that where it is? Cynthia, you must know.
I don't know.
So Cat is just outside of Sangudo, and her farm is the most magical place. So she's going to travel from her farm and bring all her magic to Drumheller, and us Southern girls and men are gonna meet her there, and we're gonna do our first event, which is a foraging trip for sage. Sage in our own backyard, prairie sage. And we're very lucky to do that because thank you, Lynn. Oh, it's a good thing she's there. um, and I think this is special because we have an opportunity to be together. And like I said at the beginning of this, we we're missing that. So this is our first opportunity to do so. It's certainly not going to be the last. And I urge you all to stay tuned for what I got up my sleeve for the latter part of the summer and the fall, because
Well,
I think it's going to be really important, and you know, it's going to bring us all together in different ways.
that's wonderful. And I'm glad that you mentioned that it's not your last, because I don't get to go tomorrow and I would like to attend.
Yeah,
at least
definitely.
once.
So we are going to run this event tomorrow, and then we are going to run another one as the season permits later in the summer. But there will be other things that are coming. And my hope is, of course, I have restrictions and I'm the event person. So I kind of like have these big dreams always. And my team settles me down and goes, Amy, you got to look smaller, because I do see that big picture, and sometimes I have a hard time focusing on what's first. But there are going to be things coming, and I think that they're important, and I think that they're important to run them and do things together across the province. So that's my goal, and bear with me if it takes me a while, and it may take me a year. But you know what? That's the circumstances and the time that we're living in. So we have to do what we can. We have markets coming up and things that are going to happen. And I think that, and you're a part of those things too, right? So I think it's really important at this point, like I said earlier, to support our own, because the public aren't going to come anymore.
Not a lot of them, some of them, but, and again, that's a segment for.
Yeah, I know. I do.
There's so.
This must happen to you all the time.
Different things.
It does happen to you all the time.
It does, and sometimes we veer off and we start talking about something else, and then I'm like, ooh, we've been on here for like an hour, or I think the longest one was an hour and 15 minutes, and it was like, okay.
Well, the first time I was on this show, I was on this show with Lynn and Christy, right, Papadopoulos, and
yes,
you know how much love
that was at the very beginning. It was so new.
It was before launch. It was February 17th.
That's a long.
That is new.
Impressive.
That is new for me. And I just, you know what? I think there's so many big things coming with all of the collaborations that we have, and all of us that have the vision to be a community, that I'm just so excited. And I want to do this again. And I'm going to come and visit you.
I know. I'm excited.
I have to drive a motorhome up there soon.
That'll be fun.
So I'll bring a motorhome and come for a visit.
Perfect. I can't wait.
I'm really honored that you asked me to do this, because quite often, and this is just like a little bit of secret me, I wonder if I'm making a difference. So thank you.
Absolutely. No, thank you for being my guest and for sharing your insights and wisdom with everyone watching, with all the wand stars.
They are amazing, and I'm a wand star too, so
yay.
Please, everything that you guys do, you share away, because this is what it's about, and I love you.
Thank you.
And your team. And I have yet to meet Brian, but
Yeah, no one gets to meet Brian. He hides. So
Yes,
one day he's going to have his own
one
segment.
day when I show up at your door.
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully sooner than
Yes.
later.
Yes.
But on that note, I want to thank Melissa for providing me with tea from Katrina. You log in every time I'm finishing. That's my sister in Ontario. No matter what I'm doing, if it's readings, wake up with the wand the other day, my tea with the universe, she logs in as I'm saying goodbye. It never fails.
Well, catch the replay. This one's good.
Yeah. I want to thank Melissa from Hayward Eclectic for providing me with tea. I
can't wait to meet her.
Mint tea tonight. She's awesome. Yeah. See, did you see Brian's comment? I don't exist.
Well, I've seen his metal work, so he does. But she definitely, she's got the corner on that market. I can't wait to meet her. Both of them, beautiful people.
Yeah, Melissa is awesome. But I'm going on that note. I don't think there's anything else I have to say other than the fact that I just said wake up with the wand every Monday at 6:45 a.m. So for all of you early risers, please join us for a meditation and a chat about what's coming up in the upcoming weekly wand. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, we're just finishing up.
They're all popping over now. Book club's over.
So Amy, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you everyone for watching. You could be anywhere this evening. You chose to spend your time with me and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Take care and I will see everyone next Tuesday.
Thank you, Cynthia. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.